Hi there everybody, it's UK independent Stampin' Up demonstrator Helzie here from SlimmandStylish.stampinup.net. Thank you ever so much for joining me and a very happy new year to you. You know what the saying is, new year, new me. So my New Year's resolution this year is to actually put a lot more videos out and be consistent. I was actually up until sort of June, July last year, when I hit a bit of a blip and then only released a few sporadic videos. So I'm trying to get back into doing things. And with that, I am kick-starting my midweek mini projects, if I can get it out of my mouth. So my midweek mini projects, definite tongue twisters, was when I used to pick a set from the mini catalogue and create 3 cards from it, having absolutely no clue what I was going to make, but just seeing where it went, having all my stuff out on the craft desk and just piling it all together and having some fun. So I'm going to start it off, and what a way to kickstart it, with the Sentimental Swirls photopolymer stamp set. This is from the new mini catalogue, and this to me is a very special set because this was actually designed by one of my very close friends, Sam Hammond-Donald from over at Poodles. She created this and I absolutely love it. So today I'm going to be making my 3 cards using this. On my desk I also have this punch from the annual catalogue as it coordinates with the flowers on this set. I didn't know whether I would want to use it or not. I have my chamois, I have my aqua markers, I have all of my inks, all of my ribbons, load of different coloured papers. I've got my designer series paper behind me, and most importantly I have got 3 card bases already cut and already scored, ready to go. Let's see what we make. So I'm going to pick up a card front to start off with. This is 10.5 centimetres by 14.85 centimetres. So it will sit on my card pretty much like that. So it takes up the entire front with no sort of overhang, which is great. Let's get going. Right, I love this swirl. Let's just start off with a swirl. I love that. See, I haven't even used the set yet. This is all new to me. No clue, no plan. I was trying to remember if I actually enjoyed doing my midweek mini projects, because I remember when they first started, I found them really daunting because I didn't know what I was doing and what if I made a mistake, and you know, it's filmed and I'm literally just putting 3 cards that I've never made up together. But remembering back, I had lots of fun doing them, and I think that's much better when you're crafting for fun and you don't really know where it's going, and it's a nice surprise when it gets there. So let me I've took the stamps out of the case, and I'm just going to have the case in front of me so I can see what else might happen with this card, so I can kind of get a vision going on it. Let me put it over that side because my ring light is above my desk on that side, and I know it reflects, and I never remember it for videos, but I'm going to try and remember it for videos. So I am going to go with Tuxedo Black, and I'm just going to ink that up. I'm taking the ink to the stamp because it's a biggish stamp, and I'm just doing that. Right, I'm going to stamp it like that, I think. I really haven't got a clue what I'm doing after this. I just knew I wanted to play with the swirl. Oh, that's a nice swirl. Oh, I do like that actually. Oh, I'm going to have it like that. Yes, that's how I'm going to have it. And I'm going to put some little flowers on it. Oh, I took my my stamps out of there, so I didn't end up doing that, didn't I? So let me just, I'm picking up this one just here, and I'm just going to stamp that there, and I'm going to drop it. Where am I going to put them? Trying to put them every so often on here, sort of on each curl. Yes, like that, right. Now you have the inside bit, so you could stamp it in. I don't want to. I want to use my blends because this is me and I like blends. Now, what colour blend am I going to use for my flower? I'm going to come in with the light polished pink. Yep, I'm going to do all of them that colour. I hadn't decided whether I was or whether I was going to do different colours, but I've decided I'm doing all of them with this colour. It's actually quite good. I never thought about this, but I've got polished pink ribbon, so I'm already thinking ahead now that I might use the ribbon on the card. There we go. Polish pink. And they've got the butterfly, so I'm just going to grab the butterfly. There's the infill for it, but there's the outside. I do love actually how they've managed to cram as much onto this sheet as possible. There is so many stamps, 27 stamps. I'm not sure actually, that might be the set with the most stamps in the catalogue. I'm gonna have to check now because there's an awful lot of them. Kind of a little bit spoilt for choice. So I'm just going to pop a butterfly sort of in the vicinity of each flower. And my butterflies are going to be Light Daffodil Delight. Ooh, loving this already. And then what I'm going to do is I am going to grab my Pool Party ink. Cue everyone laughing at me because whenever I use my blending brushes, and I assure you I've got hundreds of blending brushes. Look, I've got loads. I've got a whole heap of them. But everyone always laughs because apparently I only ever use the Pool Party one. And it is because I generally like using Pool Party. I think it's fun. So I'm just going to go around the swirl with my blending brushes. Just to sort of give it some sort of colour. I'm not going to go massive like, I'm just going to give it, just make sure each part of what I've stamped is sort of just got a little bit of a tinge of colour. Hopefully you can see that. I know it doesn't show up great on the film. I'll go over it a bit more so you can see it. You can keep building this up. You can get it really dark, you can get it really light. I quite like them where it's more light, but of course that means it doesn't always show up on my videos, so I'll do it a bit darker and hope you can see. Okay, you see that? Brilliant. Then I want what do I want? I know what I want. I want to cut this piece of paper down. So while it was 10.5 centimetres. I want to cut it down so that it actually becomes 9.5 centimetres. So I'm actually just going to take a little bit off this side, and then I'm going to take a little bit off the other side. 9.5. Ooh. Actually, I might come back and take a bit more off the other side first. I'm playing around, aren't I? Okay. 9.5 is there. So 9.5. So if I'm half a centimetre less, I want to be 13.8 here. And then what I want is a piece of my polished pink cardstock. So I'm just going to grab a sheet of that, and I want that to sit underneath it. So I want that to be 10 centimetres by 14.3. Get my jumper out of the trimmer. So that then will sit on there quite nicely, and then it will sit on my card. Oh yes, loving this already. And this is just the first card, people. Right. So I'm not going to put any of that ribbon that I said I had on here. I think it looks very pretty as it is, and I don't really want to risk sort of putting too much on it. So I'm going to pop this then onto my card base. I've still got the sentiment to go. Very aware I haven't done that yet. Okay, so sentimenty wise, let's grab a piece of scrap basic white punch. Which punch will I use? I'm going to use the double oval punch, which is this one here. I'm going to use this bit here, and I'm just going to stamp my hello. I wish I'd remember that I took this out the case. I keep going back into the case to get the goodies. Right, ink. Do I want to go basic black, or do I want to go petal pink? Sorry, polished pink. I'm going polished pink. Very unlike me. Normally I do my sentiments in black. So this is unusual. Hello. Yes, like it. Actually love it. What's it called? Dimensional. On the back of there. I know what it's called, really. Dimensional. Then some adhesive on the back of there, and pop that onto the card. To finish it off, I'm just going to grab some rhinestones out my little magic box. Oh yes, I'm going to use these. These are the iridescent rhinestones from the new catalogue. They are gorgeous, really love them, big fan. So I'm just going to grab some of the tiddly ones, and I'm going to put them in the centre of my flowers. They look so lovely. They really do sparkle, by the way, these do. I put these other ones here on another card that I did the other week, and I had it on my desk while I was working, and it just kept shimmering away. card number 1. Right, let's go on to card number 2. Already worked out what I want in my head with this one. So I'm going to still want this punch. But what I want is a post-it note. Just going to pull that out there. And I want to get this post-it note into my punch. So I can punch out the oval at the bottom. Come on. The problem is I want the sticky bit at the bottom to be on the oval so that I can use it as a mask. So card base. I'm going to cut this down as well actually before I start to the same size. I'm going to cut it to 9.5 by 13.8. Pop my mask on. Make sure it's straight about there. Brilliant. I want the flower I've just used. I want the butterfly that I have just used. And I want this big flower here. Once again, Helen, remember you have took them out. I'm also going to have one of these little, see there's 2 go in different ways. I'm just going to have the one. And I think that might be it. So back in with the memento, and you know what I'm going to do? I am literally just going to mask. I'm going to stamp all the way around my mask. To create a really pretty pattern. I'm just going to carry this on around the whole of the masked area. Oh, sorry, I've knocked you. That was my head trying to see over the top. I don't mind it overlapping on the mask, but I don't want it to really overlap when it gets onto the white card, which is what I was just trying to work out. Okay, decorate around the side with a couple more butterflies. A couple more of the leaf detail. Like that. Oh, I might pop another butterfly in that corner just there. Another one up there. There we go. Right. What I'm going to do now is take that off. Oh, it's gone through. My post-it note was thin. Look, you need a thicker post-it note. Yeah, I was using. They must be cheap post-it notes. Get the proper post-it notes. They're fine. Don't worry, I'm okay with this. I'm going to use the For You, which is just down the bottom. And I'm going to see if I'm okay with this first. I'm not 100% sure whether I am. Now it's got the marks on. Oh, no, I'm not. Okay. Complete waste of masking, but not really, because at the same point it's sort of, it just made me see exactly how I wanted it built up. So I'm just going to punch out the I'll stamp it first actually. Stamp the For You, punch out the oval. Yeah, that can go in there. What a waste of masking. But that's how you do it if you've got an expensive post-it note, and that is why I used to like my midweek minis, because you never knew what was going to happen. Am I going to keep with the same colours this time? Am I? No, I'm not. I'm going to go Fresh Freesia Light. I'm going to stick with the light Daffodil Delight. I'm going to go with the light Mint Macaron. And oh, where else am I going to go? Oh, I know. Pale Papaya. I haven't used that for ages. So light Pale Papaya, light Daffodil Delight, light Mint Macaron, and light Fresh Freesia. Fresh Freesia is going to be the small flowers. If you'd mask this properly, you would obviously be paying real attention that you were sticking around the outside, kind of like what I'm doing now. But as obviously I'm going to go over it with my sentiment, it doesn't make as much of a difference. But that's sort of how you'd want to do it if you were still on one level. Oh, it's a bit of a bigger flower, so I think I can get away with using my brush tip and get a slight bit more colour onto there. Again, you could have gone over this with the double stamping. It's just I'm not too keen on double stamping myself when it's blends, because this is the part of card making I really enjoy doing the colouring. So with the Daffodil Delight, I'm going to do the inside of the flower, and then I'm also going to do the butterfly. And then finally with the Mint Macaron, I'm just going to come in and do the leaves of the branches. Okay, and then the For You. Oh, I actually really like that. Can just go straight on flat. I'm not even sticking it up because obviously I didn't want it to be on a pop out anyway. That can go there. Fresh Freesia I think would make nice at the back. Do you? Do we think Fresh Freesia? Or are we thinking Mint Macaron? Actually, let's go with some Mint Macaron. Got some of that just behind my desk. I'm just grabbing some. Let's do that. Yes, okay. 10 centimetres by 14.3 centimetres. My blade fell out, that's why I had to go back a couple of times. That's going to sit. Oh, I'm glad I went with that. Look at that. Lovely jubbly. Right. Oh, that's because I've just picked up my Seal Plus and not my Seal. You can tell the difference. Look, there's a Seal and there's a Seal Plus. And for Whisper White, Basic White, you want to be using the Seal and not the Seal Plus, because it does that to your card. It's a bit too strong, you know. A bit too strong, so. There we go, For You. Let's put that onto a card base. And to finish it off, I'm going to bring in some of the rhinestones again. I'm going to go for some different sizes this time. So I'm going to go for this sort of middle size here. Like that. There we go. So that's card number 2. Card number 3. Now I know definitely the one stamp I want to use for this one. I want to use my bird because I think he's gorgeous. He's my favourite bit of the stamp set after the massive swirl, and I haven't used him yet. So I think this one is going to be the most simplest card out because that bird is beautiful, and let's put him right to the side. He doesn't really need anything else on him. So card, bird, Mento ink, bird, let's put him on one of these swirls. No, that's too near the bottom. I should have done the swirl first. Right, let's do the swirl from the corner. That's better, that's better. Prefer that. Sit the bird on the swirl like that. Beautiful, love it. Right, okay, I'm going to use the thank you. Oh, loving it. I'm not loving it. I've come up with a new plan now. The thing is I knew this was going to happen. I wanted to use the bird. So I did know that this was going to happen. So I'm just going to pop my stamp in the middle of the card to say thank you. Like that. I'm going to grab the bird again. And I'm going to put the bird on top of the thank you. Yes, look, there we go. That is beautiful. I still want to use my swirl. Do I? I was going to put it underneath. Do I? No, I don't. No, Helen, don't junk it. No. Now, be realistic. This is already your third start at this card. And it was going to be a simple card. So I've got the ivory Stampin' blend, and I'm just going to go all the way over the bird. Like that. And I told you it was going to be a really simple card. And finally, the rhinestones again, the tiddly ones. 1, 2, 3. Thank you. Simple, easy, beautiful. Let's move everything off and bring in the other 2 cards, and it's the end of Midweek Mini, which means I'm going to look out for your comments below to tell me which card is your favourite. I love this one. Dead simple, dead easy. This one might be my favourite though. Let me know in the comments below which is your favourite, and I will speak to you all soon. Thanks ever so much for joining me today. Have a lovely week, and I will see you for a Midweek Mini project next week. Don't forget, it is the Sentimental Swirls photopolymer stamp set. If you want to pick it up, my link is just here, SlimmandStylish.stampinup.net, and it is Celebration at the moment. So if you spend £45 or more in my store, you start earning free goodies. Yay! See you all soon, everybody. Have a lovely day. Bye. I hope you've enjoyed today's project. All items that I have used on this video are available to purchase from my store, www.SlimmandStylish.stampinup.net. Alternatively, if you would like a copy of our catalogues, please send me an email to slimandstylish@live.co.uk or leave me a comment below and I'll get in touch with you. I upload regular content to this channel, so if you do enjoy watching my tutorials, please make sure that you have subscribed and rang the bell to get notifications when new videos go live. Thank you for joining me and have a lovely day.